celebrations. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. A quick check now, the starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Brown?
Well, he's one of the premier defenders in the game, Kevin. Really embraces that challenge to guard the top-tier scorers and make life difficult for him.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Taking a look at Toronto, they've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
You know, Kevin, you and I see it all the time. Teams going through hot streaks and cold spells, and anytime a team can find its rhythm and put together a number of wins in a row, that's always encouraging.
Oh, they've definitely got a head of steam now, and it's been hard to tell so far what the true ability of this team is.
Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another NBA 2K Mycareer gameplay today. We are taking on the Boston Celtics. This is a team I requested a trade to.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away. Gets it to go. Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
So, yeah, I don't know where I'm going, but all I know is I requested a trade, and that trade still hasn't followed through. And I'm like, about to be 6 games in since I requested the trade. I've been playing off recording and stuff like that.
Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of
God damn it. Yeah, man, so I guess I can go on ahead, and since the preseason has officially started, I guess I can go ahead and give my season preview for this upcoming season. I'm really looking forward. Oh, give me. Oh, wow. Hold on, real quick. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Just doing something real quick. Ain't nothing wrong happen. There we go. Knew something wasn't right.
The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Steve and Clark, what do you make of his comments to the media after his game?
Hold on real quick, cause this shit don't want to go away. Go away. Shit.
The last game.
Well, when you listen to what he says in these press conferences, he just comes off as really
Oh my God.
he can help it and always willing
I'm trying to fix something ain't right.
You know, some players kind of have a fake humility about them, but he's not one of them. I mean, I think he genuinely believes this stuff. He loves the organization, he loves his teammates.
Oh, I made that. Wow.
I think he really enjoys the environment.
So yeah, I wanted to give my NBA season preview. I guess I could do it now. I'll make another video, but going further in detail with what I think is going to happen this season. Give my little predictions and stuff like that. So I'm going to start off with the West, and then we'll go to the East. So for the Western Conference, off rip, I got the Denver Nuggets pretty much at the top of at the top of the food chain as far as the Western Conference is concerned.
Here's the franchise.
I missed that.
That's his comfort.
I'm taking terrible shots.
Really nice job challenging the shot.
Who mans is that?
From three-point range. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Brooklyn Nets.
You know,
Really?
so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easy.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
And here are the Raptors.
All right, right here.
Following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Here's the franchise.
I'm about to say that should be money,
Down.
but not.
Franchise has got 8.
Off rip, I got Denver at the top.
Missed that one.
I think they pretty much gonna be the #1 seed going forward. Jamal Murray is back in full effect. Jokic is pretty much in his prime right now.
Clark, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And the season starting these teams, 4 games in all, starting today. It's going to go a long way toward determining how this
I think
by the end of the year.
Siakam.
I think Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. I think the both of them, they take a step forward going into the season.
Even though there's not a lot of history between these two teams, there still is at least a little bit of a rivalry between these two.
I think they do. I think this team's chemistry is going to be off the chain, considering the fact that they rarely lost any pieces. I think the only pieces they lost was Bruce Brown and Jeff Green. That was the only 2 pieces they lost this offseason. So there's that.
16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they just
But yeah, I think that team is just going to take steps forward.
Defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out.
Yeah. So that's where I got them. I got them at the top of the top. They the creme de la creme of the Western Conference. I got, barring injuries, I got Denver at the top. My #2 seed. I'm gonna choose a safe bet and go with the Warriors. I think the Warriors. I was looking at that preseason game. It looked like Clay is back in full effect. Last season, Clay wasn't moving like that. Clay moving like prime Clay. You know what I'm saying? He I can see it in his walk. I think that's because he had like a. I think this is like the first time in a long time he's had a full season to just work out on his game and get back in shape, because he's been rehabbing for the past couple of years now. So I think this is the first time in a long time, with them getting eliminated in the playoffs early than expected and not playing all the way till June. I think that's giving him enough time.
Let's just say he was really good.
Why the fuck do I take that layup? But I think it's giving him enough time to heal and for him to get back right with his body. And I think that Clay may be back in at that Klay Thompson that we once knew. That 2017 Clay, I think, is back, man. I really do. I think that 2017, 2018 Clay is back, man. I think he's back in full effect. Then they got Chris Paul. You got Kuminga looking like he ready to break out. You know what I'm saying? It's looking a little different now with Jordan Poole gone. I didn't know what to expect with them giving up Jordan Poole, but from what I heard through the grapevine, Jordan Poole was actually the problem with that chemistry last year. It wasn't so much of the Draymond situation, the Draymond punching him in the face situation. It had more to do with just Jordan Poole in general. It just seemed like he just wasn't. It just seemed like he just, from what I've heard through the grapevine, it seemed like Jordan Poole just it seemed like after that video leaked out of him getting punched by Draymond, and then them giving him the bag out of sympathy. It seemed like his attitude changed, and I think that messed up the chemistry there. So yeah, because it seemed like the Warriors are back to being the fucking Warriors, bro. Kuminga is balling. Moses Moody looked like he might be ready to step up and take that next step. You know, it's looking like the Warriors are back to being the Warriors, because last year their chemistry was clearly off. You had Andrew Wiggins and his in-house problems. You had the Jordan Poole situation last year. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that the Warriors are back to being the Warriors. So don't be surprised if you see them back in the finals this year. I wouldn't be surprised at all. You know, Steph gonna be Steph. You know. So and then, you know, they got Chris Paul. I don't know how long that Chris Paul thing is. It depends on how it's working. Right now, it seemed pretty solid. Right now, it seemed like Chris Paul working with the bench. That's the best bet right now, is leaving Chris Paul out there with the bench. I think leaving him out there with Kuminga and Kevon Looney and in a bench, I think that'll help them in the long run. They got a guy that can. They got a guy that if you need him to go get 20 for you, he'll go get 20 for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got a guy that can be a floor general and a good leader to the young players. So I think that the Chris Paul thing is gonna work out. I think the Chris Paul experiment is gonna work out, because I wasn't thinking about it, but I just realized, like, yo, they got a young nucleus that will work wonders with Chris Paul. Because they young, they athletic, they can score, they can defend. I think it'll work out for them. So yeah, I think that Chris Paul move is going to actually work out for them in the long run. And then we got in the third spot. The third spot, that's tough. I'm going to put in the third spot, I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings. I think that the Sacramento Kings are going to be the sneaky team in the West this year. I think we might see Sacramento and Golden State run that shit back. I think they're going to run that back in the playoffs. I think that's going to be a second round matchup where Golden State and Sacramento gonna see each other again, and whoever come out of that series, I say they got a good chance of going to the NBA Finals. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, I see Sacramento. They the third seed. I see Sacramento as a third seed this year. I see them taking I see them in the same position, but I feel like they'll be more ready come playoff time. I think the only reason why they lost to the Warriors is just because of experience alone. They was making questionable decisions. In my personal opinion, they were making questionable decisions. Giving the Warriors too much time on the clock to make plays and stuff like that. They should have really managed the time, and I think the Sacramento Kings would have eliminated the Warriors in the first round, but I think it was just some questionable decisions on their part. But I think this year they're going to come back. They're going to be the same team like they were last year. I think this time around, I just think that in the playoffs, they're going to be way more dangerous. I think the Sacramento Kings are going to be way more dangerous come playoff time. And I do believe that them and the Golden State Warriors gonna run that shit back. How the fuck he steal that? How the fuck I ain't steal that? Bro, they are playing hot potato with the ball. But yeah, that's where I see them. And then at the 4th seed, I'm gonna put the Suns in the 4th seed for right now. They kind of got a bench now with the trades that they made, but giving up DeAndre Ayton for Nurkic of all people, who really don't even play a full season. I feel like they're gonna be. I feel like interior wise, they're gonna have problems interior wise, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of teams like the Lakers, the Bucks, the Nuggets, Philly with Joel. I would even San Antonio with Victor. I don't think they're gonna have a good time. Cause I think interior wise, that's gonna hurt them. They don't have nobody they could dump it down low to, and on top of that, they don't have nobody that can really defend the rim like that. They don't have no rim defenders. So you kind of need that in this time of day, So you kind of need a big guy that can defend the rim, get the rebounds and stuff like that. I wouldn't trust Kevin Durant for a regular season. Bro. I didn't get that rebound. But yeah, I think they're gonna pretty much be running up the score on a lot of the mid to garbage teams in the league this year. I think they're gonna be running up the score, especially when they put it all together. But at the same time, without them having a true big that they can go to, with them giving up DeAndre Ayton and shit like that, I really don't see this team. Going far. They got the talent, and they might make waves. But I think that. Oh my God, bro! This is. Anyways, though, they might make waves, but I just don't see them. I don't see them doing nothing with a okay bench, but no big man. I still feel like you still need a big man. So yeah, I see them as a second round exit, especially if they run into a Laker or Denver team. I think they're gonna have problems with them, and if the Clippers are healthy, I see them having problems with them as well. Which brings me to my 15, which will be the Clippers. I would say that the Clippers, I feel like they're going to come into this season a little bit more polished. Hopefully, that's only if Kawhi and PG are able to play. It seems to me like I've watched Kawhi's media day interview talking about the policy or whatever. It seems to me like if he doesn't feel right, he's not playing. And I understand that. If you would rather be 100% than, then I can't really knock him for that, because if you don't feel 100%, then you shouldn't go. But at the same time, I feel like, if it's a little injury, like a wrist injury, dog, you could play through that. But if it's like a if it's a leg injury, like lower extremity wise, yeah, I would sit out because I wouldn't play with my lower extremities, such as my leg or my knee or my ankle or my foot. I wouldn't play with those. I would sit out. So I understand that perspective. But like something like, you know what I'm saying, like a, you know what I'm saying, like a wrist injury, you know what I'm saying, you know, something like that you can play through. I would expect him to play through that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Paul George can stay healthy as well. I do think that they're a better team with Westbrook. After seeing what Westbrook could do for them in the playoffs last year, with him pretty much carrying the team, I think that that's going to be good for. I think it's going to be good for him and the Clippers. So that's why I got them at the 5th seed, and in the 6th seed, I would give it to the Lakers. Yeah, I give the 6th seed to the Lakers. I'm not really. They got all these acquisitions, but what do they really mean? Like, I'm just saying though, they got all these acquisitions and they don't really mean nothing at the moment. So, what are we talking about here? Are we just basing it off the acquisitions that they made? It's still, bro, the Anthony Davis, LeBron James duo hasn't done anything since the bubble. Ever since the bubble, this team has been ass. It's clear because Anthony Davis stayed getting injured. Then LeBron just magically ends up getting injured. He's not getting any younger. I could see if this was a 32-year-old LeBron and a 25-year-old Anthony Davis, but no, this is a LeBron James pushing 40, Anthony Davis that can barely stay healthy and is not getting any younger. I don't see this team really doing nothing. Y'all can sit up here and talk about Austin Reeves. You can sit up here and talk about all the acquisitions you made. They don't mean nothing if the 2-star play. Because if you basically put it to you like this, if you take LeBron James and Anthony Davis off this team, that is the Orlando Magic in Laker uniforms. Let's be real. That team is literally the Orlando Magic in a Lakers uniform. They're trash. So don't tell me that, oh, well, you don't know what you talk. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And what I'm saying to y'all is, I'm not saying that they can't make noise. I'm just saying that the LeBron James, Anthony Davis experiment only worked in year 1. And they got a bubble ring out of it. A bubble ring that I still don't count. But y'all did win. Y'all did win that bubble ring. So I say it worked out in y'all favor. Year 1, it was alright, but let's go. Porzingis, get the fuck out the paint, bitch. But nah, I will say that even though y'all, even if that is the case, still though, y'all still gotta deal with all these moves. You still gotta deal with Denver. Y'all really think y'all getting past Denver? Y'all got swept by Denver last year. Denver is still the same team. Y'all just rebuilt with a bunch of names. Y'all just picking up these young guys and these young assets. And maybe they do work. Maybe they do make the Lakers better. Maybe they do. Maybe y'all get the 3rd seed. Maybe I'm wrong about the Sacramento Kings. Maybe y'all get the 3rd seed and the Sacramento Kings get the 6th seed. Who knows? But the reality of the situation is LeBron James ain't getting no younger. Anthony Davis ain't getting no younger. They both keep getting injured. And when you take them off the floor, can you really say you can trust the rest of the team to carry the load? Can you really say that? like I said, this team if you take LeBron and Anthony Davis off this team, the Lakers are the Orlando Magic. It's a bunch of young, good players, but they're not gonna go. They're not gonna do anything. It's still a lottery team at the end of the day. So y'all could eat the. I say y'all ceiling is the 3rd seed at best. Y'all ceiling is the 3rd seed. Y'all reality is the 6th seed. And y'all, and pretty much the lowest you can go is the lottery. So it's basically on y'all. That's all I'm saying. If LeBron can stay healthy and he's focused and energized and he's not trying to chase stats like he was last year, then I can see y'all doing something. But for the most part, LeBron is chasing stats because he can't reach Jordan in rings. He won't reach Kobe in rings either, so y'all can cancel that as well. But as Laker fans, y'all shouldn't want him to catch Kobe in rings. I'm just saying, you know, if you a true Laker fan, you really shouldn't be rooting for this guy. I understand he played for y'all team, but I wouldn't be rooting for this guy to pass up Kobe. I'm just saying.
And wonderful anticipation, so you've got to be very careful with the ball when you're around him.
So yeah, I don't see them doing anything. That's just who I got for the top 6. Now the 7 and 8th seed, I'm not going to debate on that because, like I said, the fucking 10th seed and the 9th seed could be the 7 and 8th seed. So I ain't even going to discuss it. I'm just going to do the top 6 teams and that's it. So that's really where I stand right now. That's where I stand right now. The top 6 teams would be Denver, Golden State, Sacramento, Phoenix, Clippers, and the Lakers. I see them being the top 6 teams. Who knows? Maybe the Spurs. Maybe Victor can get the Spurs back to the playoffs. I doubt it. I still think they trash. Dallas. They have a potential to be a 3rd seed, but from what I've seen during this preseason, yeah, they team looking pretty ass. So I'm expecting them to be a playing team this year, unless they make a move. Unless they start making the moves by the trade deadline, I really don't see the Dallas Mavericks doing anything.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot.
I really don't see them doing anything.
It's usually lights out.
I can see them being a 7 seed. Even though that 7 seed doesn't guarantee a playoff spot, but still, I can see them. I guess I can see them doing something there.
Yeah, when you stay aggressive, good things happen.
What's another team out there? I'm trying to think. What's another team out there? I'm trying to think. Other than the Mavericks. Oh, yeah, you got the Grizzlies. I don't know about the Grizzlies right now. We have to see how they play without Ja Morant. Ja Morant is suspended for the first 25 games. Now, even though they've proven time and time again that they can win games without Ja Morant, it's clear that they still gonna need a guy that can go out there and get him 20. Is Marcus Smart that guy? No. Is Derrick Rose that guy? I mean, maybe if it was 2011, yeah, but no. Today's Derrick Rose? Hell no. So it's like what they. I mean, unless Desmond Bane is going to take a step forward and start becoming a guy that can create his own shot, then I really don't see the Memphis Grizzlies being a high seed this year. Now they can be the 6th seed. I will say this: Memphis can be the 6th seed. They can take that 6th seed spot. if they want it. But I don't really see them doing nothing without John Morant for the first 25 games of the season. Even though, me personally, I still think that that's too much for John Morant. I think that they should have gave him just... I think he should have got like a 10, 12 game suspension. I think that would have been fair. It's a fuck... He didn't hurt anybody with the guns. He didn't threaten nobody with the guns. I don't think you should get a 25 game suspension for dancing in a video with a gun. He didn't harm nobody with it. Nobody was going to get harmed. He had no intentions of harming anybody with the weapon. So I don't think that he should be serving a 25 game suspension for that. I understand you have to lay down the law and put rules in place, but that's a little excessive in my personal opinion. But anyways, though, that's just going to about do it for this one. We take care of business here against the Boston Celtics, and I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.